Let's have a look at the team cards. It's Lockyer, Rogers, Bowman, Smith, Saylor, Aiken, Lamb, Smith, Thorne, Tallis, Lang, Hetherington and Webke. Here's the Blues. Peachy, McDougall, Girdler, Timmins, Ainscough, Fittler, Kamali. Kennedy starts the game in a jumper 11 at the back of the scrum. Fletcher in 12 in the second row. Furness in the run-on side. Queensland have won 7, New South Wales 2. Is there something there? We are underway. The Harvey Norman Series for 2000. Rodney Howe belts it back. 40-metre line, Blues end. Lamb, scheming. Now, Tallis, he's into an opening. Pulled down by Ainscough.
Brian Fletcher came across and cleaned up Adrian Lamb after he'd passed the football. He is still down receiving attention, as you can see. There's Adrian Lamb, centre screen. Fletcher comes across with the swinging arm and takes out the halfback after he put Gordon Tallis into a yawning gap.
11 away from the line. Now, McDougall. So close. Their first real chance. And they get a penalty. 20 in. Hits it. And flags are up. First points. And he plays it on tackle number 5. Kamali away for Fittler. Fittler for Girdler. Girdler's over. Girdler's in. He is going to take a look at it. Whether Girdler has grounded the ball will be the major question.
I'm also a little bit concerned about the pass from Brad Fittler to Ryan Girdler as to whether it went forward. Quite sure whether Bill Harrigan has a problem with that.
Well, I think there's more conjecture over the pass, and it's no try. It is no try, it is a scrum.
Ray, it's a double dose of good news for Queensland. The no try and the news on Adrian Lamb is a lot brighter now. They've cleared him of any collarbone fracture. It's now a pinched nerve that they're manipulating. He's expected to return.
There can be no question about it. Queensland kicking on the first play.
And McDougall
It's an old chestnut. They're going to score. They have. Rogers. Matthew Rogers has scored. Well, Origin is in year number 20.
And Bill Harrigan.
I've seen him use it plenty of times.
He points to the spot, Bill Harrigan. Great ploy from the Queensland team as Lamb comes to the sideline. It was helped by the fact that Adam McDougall slipped over in turning, and Matthew Rogers, well, he probably would have got there anyway. He's got great speed.
As he tries to convert his own try, no goal. Back for Scott Hill. Very dangerous close to the line. Puts the ball on the chest of Fittler. Fittler away for Girdler. Girdler's kick is a beauty. Here's a try. It's a try for Adam McDougall. Oh, what a kick from Girdler. He put perfect weight on it. And McDougall, he read the recipe. And he's put it down.
And they've hit back in style, New South Wales, and resorted to the kick as well. The Queensland defence brought up with the fact that New South Wales had run the football wide. And nice reading by Ryan Girdler.
In front of a crowd somewhere around the high 50,000s, and he's pushed it away.
He's about to come back as Bowden offloads to Adrian Lamb, long pass to Bowman.
Bowman did well. Aiken's there. Queensland are looking good. They're inside the 20, and they put it down. Paul Green on the inside of Ben Aiken, and a certain six-pointer.
Oh, well, great work, first of all, by Paul Bowman. And Paul Green, he might have been covered anyway. A good chase from Michael Vella back on the inside. I've got to say, I think Queensland have looked a lot better with the football in their hands tonight. New South Wales haven't done much at all with the footy. There's a mistake by the Blues, and Queensland, Darren Smith's got it.
Hetherington for Lamb, and Lamb, he'll go over. Adrian Lamb has gone in. The captain has scored.
Well, it's a brave effort from Adrian Lamb because he is still struggling with that left shoulder. Only moments earlier, crunching tackle on Scott Hill, picked up by Darren Smith, and 2 or 3 rucks later we see Adrian Lamb so good at this, going to the line, the ball out in 2 hands, overread by the New South Wales defence. Michael Vella missing the tackle, and Lamb strolls through.
He is so good close to the line, and he's good because he runs the ball in 2 hands, and he's always got plenty of support in that area. Ducks under it, Some awful tackles there from the Blues.
Will he have better fortune? No. Again, he's offline. McDougall. Kamali, the siren in the background. Hill coming down the right side. Puts the kick in. And Sailor's injured. Lockyer's okay, but Wendell's in trouble. That is half-time, with one of the game's superstars in trouble. Wendell Sailor colliding with Darren Lockyer.
Well, first and foremost on Wendell Sailor, he is still in the dressing rooms, and the word from Chris Close, the Maroons manager, he said Wendell Sailor will not be back unless the doctor gives him the clearance. At this stage, that hasn't come. From Mark Murray, pretty happy with the first half.
Brinton to the right for Lamb, and Lamb puts on a little bit of a scurry. And Brad Thorne, he makes a big run down the centre of the ground, reaches the 30, passes back into the middle. Hetherington, ever reliable, was there. And then a sloppy play the ball. Lamb for the corner. Lamb's over. Try number 2. Oh, the captain. He celebrates again.
And so does the bench of Queensland. It is a one-man show at the moment, Adrian Lamb. He started the movement by putting big Brad Thorne into a gap again. He's putting it on a platter for his fellow players. Look at this. Beautiful skills. Thorne straight through the tackle of Fittler. In fact, at the end of this movement, it was a tremendous effort from Adam McDougall to stop Jason Hetherington, who was supporting on the inside. But then we see from, 21 metres out, Adrian Lamb, he just strolls across. He scoots over, gets down low, dives across to get his second, and made it look oh so easy, as the good players do.
This is absolutely unbelievable defence. Poor defence from the Blues. They watched him. They watched him running. No one wanted to tackle him.
He's having a match, isn't he? And that's a perfect illustration of most important player in the field is the man carrying the football, as Rogers puts the icing on, Ray.
Kearns. Offload for Tuvey. Quick hands from Tuvey. Quick hands from Fiddler. Kamali heads off to the eastern side. Peachy comes back on the inside. Now Kamali. Timmins is on his outside. The kick is for Ainscough. Lockyer's back there. Lockyer beating Kamali, running away from Kennedy, loses the ball, a chance for New South Wales. Girdler for number 2, gets it back. McDougall puts it over the line. The Blues are in.
Well, fortune favours the brave. They kept persisting, and a good tackle on Darren Lockyer has given New South Wales the chance they needed. Wonderful work once again from Ryan Girdler. He just pins the ears back. He backs his ability. He goes for the corner. He realises that he can't get there himself. Fine tackle down low. I think it's Eichen. He had the presence of mind to keep the ball back in play, and McDougall gets his second.
Here's Girdler, 15 in, 20 out. Hit it nicely. You don't hit him any better than that. Kamali now for Girdler. Girdler held by Eichen for a little while before being put down eventually. On the 40-metre line, there's a Queenslander in trouble.
I think it's Matt Rogers, Ray.
And that's what happened. He looked like he got the elbow or the head. I think it was the elbow of Darren Smith. It is 14-12. As New South Wales spread the ball. Ainscough kicks back into the middle. Cleaned up by Queensland. Now for Lockyer. Beats Rodney Howe. Comes to Girdler. Girdler eventually puts him away. Penalty goes to Queensland. Lockyer from right in front. He makes no mistake. Jason Stevens. Good support there for Fittler. Fittler's with the ball now. He puts it in the air. Up they go. Down they come. The Blues have got it. Kamali unloads the ball out the back. Now McDougall. Well, tremendous effort by Wendell Sailor to shut him down.
Yeah, great work from Wendell Sailor, and pretty good work from McDougall as well. There is no doubt Fittler and Kamali, they have risen in the last 15 minutes.
Hetherington, Lamb away for Eichen. Eichen then cuts out Thorne, picks up Tallis. Tallis looking to unload. Eichen is still down. Now this is timeout for the injured Ben Eichen.
They're short, New South Wales, if they can get it out, Queensland.
Lamb getting away for Carroll on his back, held up. Lockyer, across for Lamb, and Lamb dances off the left foot. Puts it back on the inside for Sailor. Intercepted by Hill. The ball to ground. And it's with Kamali. He says play on. Kamali down the eastern touchline. Now for Jamie Ainscough. He's not held. Comes back. Looks for support. Finds Terry Hill. And Hill has tackled 40 out.
Oh, he had to look left, Terry Hill. Had a 5-man overlap. I did think there was a New South Wales knock on at the other end, but not called as Scott Hill tackled. 38 out.
Fittler. Inside for Hill. Back across for Kamali. Kamali for Furner. Furner for Hill. Scott Hill. Then a pass across for David Peachey. Peachey now for Ryan Girdler. Here comes a try, I think. Girdler. 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 He's over. One got away, but not this one.
Well, Ryan Girdler has beaten Darren Lockyer to score in the corner. It all comes back to the other end of the field where New South Wales somehow came up with the ball. They took an intercept from Adrian Lamb. It was taken by Scott Hill. They throw a pass out wide that appears to be knocked on.
You are off.
Well, hang on, we've got Gordon Tallis being sent.
Don't talk to me, just go. Just go.
He has been sent off.
Sent off or sin bin?
No, he's sent. He's gone.
He has been sent off.
And all I could think is that he has abused the referee or one of the officials to a degree that has seen a sending off offence applied. Unbelievable.
Well, it obviously has been foul language aimed at the referee, I would suggest to you. And Gordon Tallis has been sent off. I don't think he can sit there.
No, he's not allowed to sit there. He'll have to go right into the dressing room, but it must go back to this. Maybe they think there was a knock on, as Peter, we're about to get into that tape. Here it is here.
No doubt it came forward.
It's unbelievable that's been missed.
Well, the big point there, Adrian Lamb simply just stopped his chase, didn't bother, turned around to look, wait for the whistle. Unfortunately, it didn't sound. It's cost Queensland.
And
yeah, great ball from David Peachey, wasn't it, the fullback, who's had a pretty good game tonight. And Ryan Girdler's also been a star for the Blues. He beat Lockyer. He had support on back on the inside. Took it upon himself. That's the money ball, that one.
It's on its way just out to the left. And here it goes.
It's gone to Lamb.
Lamb puts the kick in. And it's out to the right. Tuvey now. Kamali inside for Fittler. Fittler looking for Tuvey. Finds Tuvey. Tuvey goes out for Howe. Howe flops the ball over. It's New South Wales for the corner. They're over. It's David Peachey. Peachey scores. He points to the spot. Try.
Good on you.
76th minute.
Good on you, David Peachey, in your first Origin match. But beautiful interplay from the Blues. They've grown in confidence with the good piece of luck they had earlier. And the pass here, well, it could have been a try at the other end of the field. I think it's Rodney Howe who throws it. Jeff Tuvey finds Rodney Howe. He goes across field, and as we freeze it there, just have a look at this man, Wendell Sailor. He can see the pass coming across as play continues. He tries desperately to pluck it out of the air, just misses it. In fact, he might have got his fingertips to it. And then the pass from Timmins, is it, or Ainscough, I think, might have thrown the last pass onto David Peachey. But this is the money ball here. Well, there were a few of them. Fittler's offload was great. This was pinpoint. He did get a touch.
Yeah, Jamie Ainscough, the man out there to give the ball to David Peachey. Backs up terrifically, but Brad Fittler and Brett Kamali, they're the people who have inspired this Blues team. The bench goes up.
Girdler from the sideline. On its way and across the face of the uprights. 20 seconds. Hetherington for Green. Taken down by Scott Hill. Adrian Lamb throws the dummy, makes the break, and is tackled on the halfway. Fifth tackle for the Maroon.
Last play of the game.
Hetherington knocked on by Paul Green. New South Wales, they have won it. The hooter in the background. What a climax. What a finish. Queensland's team again for you. Lockyer, Rogers, Bowman, Smith, Singh. One change there to the three quarters. O'Neill, Lamb, Smith, Thorne, Tallis, Lang, Hetherington and Webke. And there's a New South Wales side. Brasher, McDougall, Girdler, Timmins, Ainscoe. Again, one change to the three quarters. Fittler, Kamali, Hill, Fletcher, Kennedy, Howe, Tuvey, Kearns. As Adrian Lamb leads them out for the seventh time as captain. Scorer of 4 tries in Origin football, Adrian Lamb. He's the highest scorer of tries. The Blues are out there, many of them for the first time, experiencing the roar of the Suncorp Stadium crowd. And here's Bill Harrigan. Harrigan, the man at the centre of the controversy. Bill tonight breaks the record at 11. Time on. Origin 2 for Harvey Norman is underway in front of a full house at Suncorp. And it's Rodney Howe.
And a penalty here going against New South Wales, so an opportunity for Matt Rogers to put first points.
Not wasting much time with it. Hits it, gets it away well, it's there. First points are there. Lamb, and now for Tallis. And that's the 20-metre line. Running towards the southern end of Suncorp is Hetherington to the 10-metre line.
Jeff Tuvey still down hurt after trying to take Tallis head on.
So it would seem Andrew Johns will be in the game in a moment. As Lamb puts a kick across, Rogers is underneath it, puts the bat on it, back on the inside. Jason Smith releases the ball. Darren Smith puts a kick in touch and goal.
There you can see Tuvey leaving. A ready-made replacement with Andrew Johns slotting into the dummy half role.
Smith leading the defence with Lockyer, the kicker. McDougall, geez, you want to watch that knee. Julian O'Neill's in a bit of trouble. McDougall looked to intentionally lift the knee as he came to the defender. How?
And he's copped it right in the ribs. There's Julian O'Neill, and in all sorts of trouble as he comes back into the defensive line. Kamali straightens and through.
Kamali to the 20-metre line. Here's Adam Muir. Muir loses the ball.
Oh, yeah. Big tackle there from Matty Rogers has saved a try. But Kamali starting to put his stamp on this match. Here's the knee. Oh, that's very dangerous. Oh, I've got no doubt that'll be looked at in the next few days.
But Paul, surely to goodness somebody would have been looking like we were at the incident as it happened.
And Tim Brasher a little bit dusty after bringing the ball back from his in-goal area.
He copped a knee from Jason Smith, Peter. I think it was accidental. I didn't dally on it. Now it's Timmins with a big run down the right side. Coming back, looking to link up in the centre.
What a super ball from Brett Kamali onto his chest. Put him into space. New South Wales, bit of momentum here, especially out wide a chance. Girdler, well taken there by Matt Rogers coming in off his wing.
Now a penalty will give New South Wales a chance to level. Here's Girdler. Girdler's kick not coming around as he would have liked. Lockyer then, counter-punching for Queensland. Jason Smith again. Now for Darren Lockyer. Steps, beats one, beats two, gets the pass back for Jason. Smith that is. He puts the ball high. There's a good chase from Queensland. They might get the ball back. Loose on the ground and a penalty to Queensland.
Well, he's saying that the Queensland chasers were taken out by the Blues.
Here he is, 20 in, hits it. Oh, just. It's there though. 40-metre line, Queensland's end, and it's Scott Hill getting it away for Robbie Kearns. Kearns gets it around the corner. Stevens bats it back, taken by Lamb for Queensland. So that'll be the last chance the Blues will get prior to half-time. Rogers takes the last play. Hooter in the background. First half of football highlighted. Just looking at a Queenslander down injured at the moment. The trainer's trying to lift him up.
Yeah, Jason's doubtful in the second half. He's just still got an ice pack on his ankle as we speak now. Very doubtful.
To the right for Webke. Big front row forward displaying a new talent. McDougall. Outside his own 10. Straightens up. Outside the 20. Links up with Brasher. Beautiful tackle by Darren Smith again. Penalty. Then Brasher, now Fittler. Fittler will score! Fittler's over adjacent to the uprights. He looked to get a little shepherd from Jeff Tuvey, but there was no defence. It is 4 points all. 5 minutes gone, second half.
And you could almost see Brad Fittler say, give me the football, I'm going to take them on and I'll get across. The big left foot step gets him into the hole, and then just pure strength to jam the football down next to the post, despite the attention of Darren Lockyer. Was set up by the previous couple of plays.
Almost in front for Girdler, 11 out, and the flags are in the air. New South Wales are in front from the great Brad Fittler. Scored adjacent to the uprights. Now, a break by Brian Fletcher. There's nobody with him. Here comes somebody, Kamali, but it's still with Fletcher. And Fletcher will play it. The gates open. Fletcher surged through to the Kamali Hill. Hill gets it out on the left of the ground for Kennedy. Kennedy's inside the 20-metre line. Girdler sandwiched by Smith and Rogers. Now Brasher. Kamali drifting across, dummy to Fittler, gave it across. It's on the bounce, it's knocked on by Timmins, picked up by Singh, and Matt Singh gets a pass away. Adrian Lamb comes down the left flank. Adrian Lamb to the 40-metre line. Boom, Lamb. Runners coming up on the inside. Matt Singh, Gordon Tallis, he's away! The rampaging ball is over! Gordon Tallis has scored. They are back in front at 8 points to 6. Matt Singh, he's some kind of a genius. He loves this level of football. He's made the bust, and Gordon Tallis has scored.
He does feature in some big plays, doesn't he, Matt Singh? The inside ball, and it's just a simple missed tackle. And then Gordon Tallis stretches out of the attempted tackle from Sean Timmins, I think it was.
There's many great players that have missed a rampaging Gordon Tallis. And Adrian Lamb, good to see him run the football to the line. Hasn't done much of that tonight, but one of the few occasions he has, he sets up a Queensland try, and they're back in front, the boys.
A little left swinging arm there from Gordon Tallis, collected with Dougal's head.
So the kick is successful for Scott Hill again. Then Adam Muir. Muir bumps away from Hetherington. Comes at him again, beats him again. Now it's away for Howe. Howe on for Fittler. Fittler taken by O'Neill. Gets it back for Stevens. Stevens taken by Bowden. Gets over the top of him. Gets it back to Tuvey. Tuvey away for Kamali. Kamali kicks in behind the winger on the left. It's Matt Singh. Singh comes away. He beats Brasher. He runs outside the 20-metre line. He's still going. He's outside the 30. Oh, that is beautiful stuff. That is champagne rugby league.
How good is he, Matt Singh? He's an absolute star at Origin level.
Green looking around, then running the blind. Oh! Hello! Muir with a beauty on Paul Green. The little pilot was in mid-air. Play quickly back for Johns. Johns goes up the middle, cuts out Kamali, gives it away for Adam Muir. Muir away for Furner. Furner inside ball for Timmins. Timmins kicks. Oh, he'll score! Oh, this is rapid fire. You won't see that again for a long, long time. I can't believe it. I cannot believe what I've seen.
Oh, what a great try there. A super option on the last tackle, and again it was Andrew Johns sensing that there was a chance. A nice select pass to Adam Muir, who gets a beauty almost off the ground. So the right option is taken here by David Furner. On to Timmins, he realised it's the last. He kicks, it hits the outstretched hand, bounces back into his, and what a way to put your team back in front.
That is just freakish, isn't it, from Sean Timmins?
The kick from Girdler is spot on. A miraculous try for the Blues, carries them to the lead. 12-10. Here they go again. Brasher's up the middle. There's one to beat, the fullback. Oh, he loses his footing and Lockyer gets him. Johns. Then for Kamali. Kamali tackled on the Queensland 20-metre line. Now from Muir, picking up Fittler. Fittler across for Johns, and Johns for Scott Hill. They'll score again. New South Wales, now they're carving them up. 16-10.
And the despondent faces on the Queensland bench. great stuff again from New South Wales. You're seeing them at the best. They had opportunities first half. Second half, they had taken advantage. It was started by Fletcher.
Yeah, the Queenslanders have missed 25 tackles in their second half, and that's not cutting the mustard. That's why they're behind on the scoreboard now, and not very well read at all. Lammy just raced up, trying to cut off the play, and the pass beat him.
And the pass, not surprisingly, again from Andrew Johns.
Try margin. Hits it beautifully again. Good. Another 2 points. Here's Johns again. Standing, offloading, fending, Kearns, Kamali, Muir, and Muir stands. He gets rid of it. Furner's there, doing a good job, David Furner, and gets a ball back on the inside. Here's Joey Johns again. Gets the ball back for Kennedy. Kennedy's got support. They'll go in again. Furner, David Furner has scored again. The Queenslanders on the bench. Their head goes down. New South Wales have put 3 tries on the board in a matter of minutes.
Well, mate, I've got to say, even if you're a Queensland supporter, you've got to be impressed by what you've just seen. Sit back and enjoy one of the best Origin tries. You will have the delight of watching. It's just beautiful stuff from New South Wales. I hope someone will count the amount of passes that are thrown. That's just great interplay there. Don't forget, it's a wet night here, difficult handling conditions, and we've got players supporting, backing up. Offload there to Andrew Johns. Second time he's touched the football. Ben Kennedy coming up to get involved. There he is now, strides towards the line, and David Furner, that's his second touch as well, dives over in the corner.
So from the touchline, he's got it again. Well, Joey Johns, Jason Stevens, Ben Kennedy, they know the enormity of what he's done.
Just a slight dampener for the Blues. An update on Sean Timmins. They do fear some medial ligament damage, so he won't be back tonight, and I guess that puts him in doubt for game 3 of the series.
So the last tackle is with us now. Kamali now, inside the 30, up to the 20, draws the defence, gets the ball away. Flick pass inside from Girdle to McDougall. McDougall gets the ball back. That's Kennedy. Kennedy! So close. Turnover. Tallis got the try for Queensland to put them back in front of 10-6. And here they are, playing hot potato. As Bowden gets it away. Rogers tries to go down on the outside. Smith is away. Darren Smith is tackled 10 metres out from the line.
Timmy Brashery was outside the field of play and somehow got back. That's forward from Adrian Lamb. Intercept by Kamali.
Kamali then comes to Bowden and then stops and throws it back off the knees of Hill. And Harrigan says no knock on. But then it was the Timmins try that broke the back of Queensland. Here's Matt Singh. Brad Thorne out so wide, and then Adrian Lamb ferrets his way through for Bowman. Halfway line.
Well, Jason Stevens has just made a try saver on Paul Bowman.
Price down the middle, gets it away for Paul Green. Green's inside the 20. Oh, it's gone to ground. Matt Singh with a half a chance. Digging into their reserves to hold them at bay. Price for Thorne. Thorne away. Got it away. Bowman. Bowman.
Short.
An appeal for a try.
I'm going to have a look. You hold there for 4.
Well, this is very interesting. Phil Harrigan's telling Paul Bowman to stay there. If you haven't scored his 4th tackle.
No, he's short.
How close do you want to go?
And try to avoid the whitewash. Lamb. Green. Intercepted. There he is again. The intercept king. McDougall. McDougall down the sideline. He has got Darren Smith to beat. Lockyer's still there. McDougall looks for Girdler. Girdler will score. Girdler's in to score. The Girdler and McDougall show.
And a pretty fitting way to finish too, isn't it? They kept New South Wales in the game in game 1, their combination. And you've just seen some great work from them again. He got McDougall on the fly, who juggles the football. Darren Smith really the sole chaser, along with Lockyer at the end. And then just Adam McDougall bamboozling Darren Smith. And Ryan Girdler, some nifty little footwork at the end.
Ryan Girdler misses the attempted conversion. The origin is over. They have won the 19th series played in this great contest. There's the Queensland side for tonight. You've had it once, here it is again. Lockyer, Rogers, Bowman, Singh and Saylor, Aiken, Lamb, Smith, McKenna, Tallis, Lang, Hetherington and Webke. New South Wales, just a couple. Brasher, McDougall, Girdler, Gidley on debut. Ainscough, Fittler, Kamali, Hill, Kennedy, Fletcher, Stevens, Tuvey, Kearns, Johns, Ferner, Muir and Vella is back tonight and coached of course by Wayne Pearce. As a captain of Queensland, he just leads them down a slow walkout over the athletic track. 100 days to the start of the Olympics. 60,000 here tonight. Proudly he runs out for Origin 3. Fighting for pride. They start from right to left, and Brian Fletcher is the first of the Blues to bring it back, and he's met by a three-man tackle from Queensland. 20-metre line. Tell us that. Gordon, of course, sparking most of the debate about whether there should be a third Origin, as he gets a penalty for his team. The second time they've overindulged, and again it's Stevens. Again it's Stevens. Played back to Hetherington. And Kennedy's really come out of it limping. He's lost the use of one of the legs at the moment. He's trying to get some power back in it as Lockyer gives it to Hetherington to Webke. And Webke looks back and puts the ball on the ground, rugby fashion. Again it goes to ground. What's Bill going to do here? He gives it back to them. Queensland with the ball, 6 more tackles.
Kennedy off, David Ferner into the action as Hetherington out of dummy half.
Hetherington will make it. Short. Heavens above, he seems certain to get there.
Oh, how close do you want to go?
David Ferner inside the 30, a bumping run, then an offload. Here's Girdler. Girdler in and away. Kamali to the 10-metre. Here comes a try. I think they're going to make it, yes. Ainscough goes up, but Harrigan doesn't like it. Bill Harrigan denying the Blues a try for Matthew Gidley.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's called that last pass forward from Brett Kamali.
Well, both teams right at the moment with a few problems. The news on Ben Kennedy, they fear ankle ligament damage, which would mean most unlikely to return to this match. And Ben Aiken now off the field for Queensland with a cork.
O'Neill in 14. Intercepted by the King. Girdler, I mean, not Lewis. Girdler does it again. Oh, has there been any better than him? And it's close. Chopper's face. It went down. These fellas are just babes in the woods at the moment. Girdler hits it. 36 Origin points for Ryan Girdler. 6-0 New South Wales. The Blues then spinning it wide. Girdler again. Now McDougall. They put on a show at Suncorp a fortnight ago. 20 metres away from the line. And here's Ferner.
Last tackle, a chance to run the football to the right.
Fittler does that. Then he puts Muir over. Adam Muir is in to score. There's an avalanche starting here. Shades of Suncorp when they put them together in quick rapidity. It was bang, bang, bang up there, and they've started again. It is 10-0. Now to convert Muir's try, which he does. Now called upon to defend as Lockyer puts a left-footed bomb up. It's a good kick. Ainscogh's riding shotgun for Brasher. Hey, this may well be looked at. Yes, Bill Harrigan's going to the video referee here.
I think Matty Rogers puts a hand on it, forces it. Or does he force it? Well, he forces it, but did he knock it forward first? Interesting one for the video referee tonight.
Here's Brasher's involvement. Let's watch it. That first angle we had on it, it put a little hesitation into our thoughts. Red or green, it's green. Queensland have struck back. 20 out. 9 in. Hits it beautifully. 2 further points to the Queensland cause. Then for Kamali, and he goes very, very high towards the eastern side. That came off the boot, and Lockyer realises there's work to be done, and that's what he does. And then He loses the ball. The Blues claim a try, and Harrigan has gone to the video referee again.
Well, all the chasers are onside, there's no doubt about that. It has come off the boot of Adam McDougall. Darren Lockyer has taken the football and had it jolted out from the kicker, Brett Kamali. And you've got to think that the other chasers from New South Wales have crossed for their third. Now Lockyer cleans up. Kamali hits him. It pops out, it is not grounded. That is a try.
Well, was it grounded? Yeah, I just thought there might have been a chance that it was grounded. Obviously it's not. It's a try to New South Wales, and who got it? Girdler. Enters the history books on his own now for most number of points in a series. 34. Shayaking any longer. Lamb with a lovely kick. McDougall underneath it. So is Singh, knocked backwards. Did well. Reaction time was brilliant. Darren Smith is over. Darren Smith gets a try. Bill Harrigan points to the spot. Well, Matty Singh, that was just brilliant from him.
Well, he's a competitor, isn't he, Matty Singh? He climbed high, he's not a tall man. Didn't take his eye off it, it goes back over his shoulder. He offloads quickly to Darren Smith, who's got the speed to skirt around the diving tackle of Adam McDougall and beat Fittler in the corner.
Here's Rogers from the sideline. Thrust away. Kamali, little chip, he's looking for Brasher. Brasher got shouldered out of it. I don't know about intentionally. Bill Harrigan said it was. And he's given a penalty to the Blues.
Well, a little set play there. Tim Brasher charging onto that Kamali kick. Obviously talked about it. It was on. And the decision now, what to do, take a shot for goal.
This is for 16 for good. Got it. Got it. Nailed it. Another 2 points. Just inside the 20-metre line, 5 tackles gone. Lockyer's off to the left and trailing through with Lamb. Lamb goes for Bowman. Bowman could not get it down. They applaud, but he'd been held up long enough to deny, according to Harrigan.
Joey Johns on for an early touch in the second half.
Kamali. Beautiful hands. That's Scott Hill. Fletcher back on the inside. And then it's away from Ainscough. Back from Kearns. Kearns for Furner. Furner tries to fend. Gets the ball away. It's Brad Fittler going up the middle. New South Wales are going in. And Joey Johns, Andrew Johns scores. He was out there a matter of 45 seconds. Handled twice. And the Blues are over, adjacent to the uprights.
He starts it and finishes it, Andrew Johns. As soon as he gets on the field, how dangerous do they look? And he runs the football to open up a little bit of space on the short side. We see David Furner do particularly well. Keeps the ball alive. Brad Fittler doubles around, throws the dummy, straightens up. And there, Andrew Johns supporting to go next to the post. The kind of tries we scored 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, great play by the Blues, but you have to admit the Queensland defence had probably 4 or 5 opportunities to close that play down, but the Blues continued to offload. And Andrew Johns, well, there's no doubt about it. He is the best player playing the game today, and he's loving it.
Girdler to equal O'Connor does that. 18 points in an Origin game. Gidley. Good Morley. High kick. Off Singh. Down for McDougall. He's going to give it for Fletcher. Girdler's waving and he's not looking for a bus. He wants it on the left. Fittler for Girdler. Girdler's in. Girdler breaks the point-scoring record of O'Connor, scoring his second try. 30 points to 10. Third try.
And again, he can thank the vision of Brad Fittler. So many numbers lining up there. What a night for the young Penrith centre three-quarter.
Rewriting the books, with his name replacing several others. He converts, try number 3 for him. Kamali and Muir. Muir's got the full-back to beat. Tries to put a fend on and tried to get rid of the ball. But good defence again from Lamb and Lockyer. Now Tuvey. Kamali. Short pass for Furner to the ground, and Queensland have got it.
What do you got?
Penalty to the Blues. Penalty to the Blues right in front.
Yeah, they've got it for a rake out. Originally, they looked at the Blues had just dropped it trying to pass football. Quick tap taken.
And heading for the corner and planting the ball is Gidley. Gidley scores 36-10.
Well, this is becoming quite embarrassing now for the Queenslanders. It's a landslide, and just quite simply, the passing game of the Blues is the one that's creating all the problems. Fittler, once again, the great vision.
New South Wales are fast approaching it. Ah, look at this. Have a look at that. Girdler. Then Kamuli. And to the right for Fittler. Cuts out Johns. Picks up Fletcher. Fletcher back in. Gidley for number 2. Ball went forward. No try. Still a good portion of time to go. Toomey with a break. Support inside. Again, it's Gidley, but it's gone forward. Well, poor old Gidley's been over twice. 20 in, 20 up. Kamuli. Fittler. And Brash up. Back on the inside. Fletcher's in. Well, they are just carving up the cake now. They're getting it ready to serve. Ben Ikin hiding the face of dejection. What's this Fletcher doing here? They're all doing it.
I don't know, it was pretty ordinary, Ray. The tries are better than their celebrations. Brad Fittler again appearing in that try.
And the bomb gets thrown.
Oh, that's one of the best. It's a hand grenade.
Yeah.
Good on you,
Yes.
boys.
Bingo. Number 2 for Girdler. And they are just inside the 30-metre line. Coming to the western side of the ground. McDougall in with the left foot. Out he goes for Girdler. Gets it away. Here's Brusher. Held up and forced. Well, is he going to be forced back? Yes. Held up in goal is the ruling from Bill Harrigan. Muir. Kamuli. Then Brasher around a decoy. Kamuli floats it out and McDougall puts it over. Adam McDougall scores for the Blues. Harrigan wants to look at the last pass.
And maybe as to whether there was a Shepherd involved with Brett Kamali's running. I don't think either will be a problem. Well, I thought it was very similar to the pass that we thought was okay earlier. I think the hands were aimed backwards and the ball's floated forward, but if the last one was called up, that one may well be.
Squiz over that left shoulder, it's a try. It'll leave him too short of Daly Messenger's all-time record. And put them up. Put them up, Mr. Scoreboard. Hetherington for Lamb, and Lamb. Tallis will get there. The big fella's over. He puts it down on the line.
Jason, walk away, move away.
And what's Harrigan saying? Points to the spot for a try. That's what he's saying. Gordon Tallis scoring for Queensland. 50 points to 14.
Good on you, boys. Some talk to the Blues awards the try, and there's the conversion successful.
Blues would love to finish with another one.
John standing wide. Beats one, turns it in for Girdler. Girdler gets it up for Fittler. McDougall's gone back in field. Now it's with Johns again. This time Kamuli to the 20-metre line. Inside ball for Muir. Muir gets it away. Johns is there. It's gone out for Gidley to score. Gidley's gone in. Gidley scores and Wayne Pearce celebrates. How many times has Gidley been over the line only to see a negative look on Harrigan's face?
Well, he's batting at 50% tonight, 4 times over, and second try for Gidley. It was amazing stuff, wasn't it, from the New South Wales boys? It's the way they played the whole game, especially the second half. It's been outstanding rugby league, champagne rugby league it's been.
Girdler from touch. It looked okay, it looks okay, it's there. He's got it. He's nailed it. What an effort. What a night for Ryan Girdler. At full time, a 40-point margin, 56 to 16. So the photographs